by brawling with him in this case. But remember, the great ones always have something in reserve. So Barrera, you know he's got at least another run in him.
Slip.
Down he goes from a slip in the feet. Must have come together again because he got nailed too.
Well, we could also be seeing the dawning of a new great champion.
It's looking that way at this point. Here's the action on the inside. Hit low, uppercut. They called that a slip, and I'll tell you what. Unless you have to look at the feet. That will show you. That looked like a knockdown. So now that's 2 points that Barrera has gotten as a bonus. One in the first round when he got credit for a knockdown, and there when he should have been knocked down, and it's called the slip. So if you have Barrera losing by 3, it really should be 5.
Well, I have Barrera losing by 4 points right now. We're in the 7th round, so it's quickly reaching the point where he's going to need a knockout.
And so Barrera's been on the good end of 2 calls that were bad. And yet Manny Pacquiao still taking it to him as we head into round 7. Now Barrera comes back with a clubbing right hand. That's a lead punch against the lefty. You know, we haven't seen him wage the classic war of the righty versus the lefty, which would be the right hand lead, the double left hook.
But that's because Pacquiao is so dangerous with both hands.
But maybe he has to take what the stylistic matchup gives him. As Pacquiao again hurting Barrera. You never see Barrera get beat up like this.
Barrera complaining about being headbutted, and sure enough, Barrera has a cut to the left of his left eye.
There's a headbutt.
Absolutely.
And the fighter's tap. Accidental headbutt is called, and that's important.
Well, the good news is it's not over his eye, so it shouldn't obstruct his vision too much.
But if this would have caused the end of the bout, which it could,
it'll go to points.
They'll go to points because they finished 6 rounds already, and that's nasty.
No, he knows he's trailing in this fight. Barrera does not want to stop this fight.
On the other hand, he's getting...
Well, actually, it's a little bit over his left eye.
Will he continue? That's a big question.
Well, Barrera has to continue fighting if he wants to win this bout.
Barrera does not look like he wants to have this fight go on.
6 rounds in, they're in the 7th round right here.
So the fans are happy.
A technical draw.
Fans are happy he'll go back at it, but you know, even though Barrera has to know he's trailing, you get the sense that even though he wanted to stop, maybe he just wanted to quit. He just doesn't want to be in this fight anymore.
Well, no matter what he tries, he just keeps getting pummeled by this kid.
You know, if they stop it by a headbutt, that's less.
Thing he's got.
You would expect nothing less. But Barrera did not want to continue in this round. And I suspect it's because he felt he was going to lose anyway, and that's an easier thing to live down.
Well, I simply think he lost track of what round it was, and he thought maybe he could escape with a technical draw, but here he comes.
Now he comes back. Pacquiao said, no, you don't. Barrera has him in a headlock. Barrera has gotten his confidence back. And so they embrace. So we've had the headbutt. We've had the fight almost stopped. We've seen more life out of Barrera. And here's Pacquiao taking it away. There's a deliberate butt there by Barrera. That's a frustrated fighter. That was a flagrant and deliberate headbutt. And so Pacquiao beating Barrera in just about every way you can.
No vais a permitir que paren la pelea porque vas a perder. Tienes levantar ahorita, levantar ahorita, levantar ahorita. Agarra la velocidad, hijo, arriba. No le quieras tirar abajo, no le quieras tirar abajo, no le quieras tirar abajo, no le quieras tirar abajo.
Well, we talked about headbutts with righties and lefties, and we saw it here in the 7th round. Look at these heads come together right there, clashing. And then Barrera, right after this, shows the effect with the eye as he gets nailed in the deliberate headbutt there by Barrera to the chest. Hey, that has to hurt too.
Oh, yeah. You know, they called it an accidental headbutt, but Pacquiao didn't mind getting his head in there either.
Into round 8 we go.
And I have Pacquiao ahead by 4 points. 5 rounds to go. I call that last round even, Dave.
Remember, as the cut gets worse out of Barrera's eye, Barrera has also benefited from 2 bad calls, but he's already on the point where he just about needs the knockout. 5 rounds to go.
Just about.
And he's going to go for that knockout. And here's Pacquiao right on Barrera, and Barrera back, showing the tremendous heart he is known for. Barrera will look ready to quit in the last round, and now looks ready to go again.
Yep.
Pacquiao is on him. Barrera looking over at the referee, saying it's the headbutt.
Every time Barrera tries to mount an attack, Pacquiao just comes right back and lands about 4 straight shots.
Pacquiao inflicting a beating on the proud Barrera. He is a whirlwind of punches.
I don't think Barrera expected this quickness and power.
But yet, if you look back at the fights this guy has had, Pacquiao has shown this in other fights, and you could say that he should have known that.
Barrera,
here is Pacquiao again.
The problem Barrera has is he's gone up against quick fighters before, but never with the devastating punching power that Pacquiao has.
And none with the tremendous leverage and execution that Pacquiao has.
Amen.
Now Barrera has looked better in other fights anyway, but Pacquiao is making that factor a multiple of 10.
Yeah, this is the coming out party for Pacquiao tonight here in the Alamo Dome. Very impressive performance.
He's able to rise a level tonight. His last fight with Lucero, he showed some tremendous punching on top of a guy. And he has swarmed Barrera.
Well, he's knocked out 70% of his opponents. We're seeing why. Here he comes.
Coming after Barrera again. Well, he's always had this type of speed, but he's never had to sustain it over this long a period. And if there's a surprise in Barrera's camp, it probably will be that.
You're right. We're in the 8th round, and he still looks fresh.
They may have expected some speed and some surprises, but they figured he would fade. Instead, he's showing a ton of heart. And this is quite a good fight. Oscar De La Hoya looking on, and he's got a contract now with Barrera. He doesn't like how this is going.
No, he doesn't.
You know,
what could Oscar possibly tell him right now?
Move on the angle, stay away. A promoter cannot wear a poker face.
I wouldn't know what advice to give Barrera right now. I really wouldn't. He's tried just about everything.
Well, he hasn't moved laterally enough. Pacquiao coming right at him. Look at the speed here. And these guys have had the heads. There's Pacquiao, and he initiated